Hi Leo, how you do?
Hold on. You don't want to tell the people and say me going to be a nun. You can tell the people that say I'm going to be a nun. What's wrong with that?
That don't make no sense. None at night, none at morning, none at day, and none at night.
Oh gosh, how are you?
I'm good. Had a long day, but it was quite productive. Um,
Diana, you work today?
yeah, my work. Them no work every day. How me I go live if me no work?
Oh, you look too pretty to come work today.
We work every day, but you don't have to put your best foot forward. Your mother never go and say you must put your best foot forward all the time.
Yeah, but she say if you want to look good enough to work.
You know, have to work, she didn't tell you that. She tell you like by more. She never tell you that one foot. She say if you want do not if you want good your nose have to run. No, so she did tell you.
Hey, listen to this. So I had a big argument with a girlfriend of mine this week, right? Yesterday morning,
Eh,
right?
eh.
She said, now I was talking to her about how we used chicken fall feather. We take one fall feather and strip it down and leave the top. And then we use that to scratch your ears. We used to walk around, it's sweet to feel it, the kitchen, the way you call it, chicken feather scratching your ears. And so it's not a one-time use because men used to push it in their ear and keep it right on the side, on the top of the ears. And then when them ready again, if you use it, them scratch your ear again. And so because we never have
A
Q-tip,
chicken feather, Leo.
fall feather, any kind of fall feather, as long as it's long. What we are talking about chicken feather. Anyway, we also used to clean out the wax out of the
That don't
ears.
sound right though. That really don't sound
Could you just wait until me done talk, and then you can tell me say what sound right and the sound right?
sorry,
Right?
sorry.
Okay.
All right.
So to take out the wax out of the ears, they use ear pin. You know the ear pin where you use the one where go up so and come back down. So you know that ear pin there, right?
Yes.
And it push it in and pull the wax out, right in the ears. And
Yeah.
then feeling all of that, and anybody can tell me that. Feeling all of that, you squeeze up tissue paper. If you don't have no fold wing, no fold feather, and you don't have no ear pin, then you squeeze up tissue paper and push it in there and scratch it.
Well, yeah, you know you're not supposed to put anything in your ears.
How
So
will you tell
what
that?
you're doing, putting foul feather in there,
How are
and
you born?
gonna put earpin
Oh.
Jamaica. I wanna put earpin in our ears. No wonder our ears hard. Our ears most hard.
Now, Jamaica you come from but the funny thing is, here's what the funny part now, right? That I am telling this lady that these are the things that we use. Me as a scratch me now, right? And she tell me say what she used to scratch her ears is the shoe black flowers, the hibiscus flowers. You know the little thing where all the pollen, right?
Yes.
Long piece with all the pollen. And that she
Thick
put in her
black
for her ears and scratch.
flowers.
I'm say, how the hell do you do that? That is in there flimsy. And then a couple people agree with her on Facebook.
With the pollen on it because Marvet she's put it on her thing and I said she must be crazy. Everybody was laughing at me. Anyway, let me take some comments. Michelle is trying to sort out herself. Love says hello, Leo and Dr. Diana. I hope Michelle is fine. Yes, she was just running a little bit late. Casta vacations, the goal is to work in your sleep, not on your feet. Casta, I don't know. Good to see you, Casta, but not so sure following. Carlene Madden said, good evening, guys. Hi, Carlene. How was your day? Zizi Palmer says, good evening, Sir Leon, Lady Diana. Thank you so much, Zizi. How are you? How was your day? John Jr. have some long message that not adding up. Zizi says, oh, I did see my other host. Good evening, Lady Michelle. Yes. I'll sort it out now,
My
Mish.
allergies is acting up, but I'm here.
Oh, hush.
Yeah.
It's the time when pollens are rampant. You didn't put any hibiscus in your ear?
I didn't know that one. I did not do that one.
Nobody not going to make me put hibiscus with pollen and all in my ears. So
we need to have we call it Marvet come on the line and go tell you about this hibiscus flower in our ears and talk about it's
hibiscus
sweet.
with a long stick. I don't know.
Yeah, not sweet so.
Yes, and she said no sweet, so and everybody else I agree with her.
Hey.
I must say I said me. I said
No, the same where she come from. Don't tell nobody say the same where come from. No.
Marvin come from St. Mary.
No. Marvin come from Saint Anne.
But you never hear about cotton balls and Q-tip.
Oh no, I think you grow too rich. Make I'm bad to talk to you right now. They're a rich business. A foul feather and earpin and tissue we use.
I know about the hairpin. Sometimes you have to use. It's two. You have a hairpin and you have another one. One flat one and one wide open.
Yes. The wide open one, if you scratch, the flat one, if you pull stuff out because it's thicker, pull stuff out. Yeah? Okay. All right.
Yeah, Zizi, but I say foul feather was a Q-tip back in the day.
I told you. So, Marvin, no come from St. Mary. I don't even know where
I only 6 minutes and it come like couldn't they have a long conversation. Only 6 minutes.
Well, Castor said that when you have allergies, you must get a Zen's eucalyptus. It's a wearable technology, and here she has a link for it. Well, you have a wearable technology, eucalyptus, Benjamin eucalyptus.
Yeah. I help.
Yeah, I hope
so let's talk about tonight.
Talk about fall feather.
Talk about no fall feather. There's lots of things to talk about. This morning, NWC was on strike in Jamaica.
I heard about that.
Yes, so no resolution yet at NWC union talks. So I'm reading from the Jamaica Gleaner. Says Labour Minister says efforts will be made to ensure that NWC customers have continued supply amid the industrial action by workers. Well,
nobody now be tonight.
No, everybody have to use up their weight, Leo. Then I must be. Somebody put a notice in my church group and somebody else post and say, well, river, here I come.
That's what they were saying, country people fare better with this lack of water thing. Because you can just go river.
Well, all town people need is like rain, roll down Marcus drive and down and them all right.
The whole of down they say turn one big pool, everybody can jump in.
Exactly.
What they're striking for? Better wages or what? What they're striking for?
They're striking for outstanding compensation. Everybody seemed to
outstanding?
Some compensation issues. Unsettled. The reclassification exercise left they strike to register their dissatisfaction with an outstanding reclassification exercise as well as the ongoing public sector compensation review by the government. The reclassification exercise has been unsettled since 2008.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
And I just know.
No, but that is one thing. And then there's a reclassification that is just starting now. And based on the reclassification, a lot of people are contending that they're going to be in a worse position. Though the government not, Dr. Clark not selling it as such. But the people who it's impacting is saying it's not, it's going to impact them negatively.
Well, whatever that is, I don't understand it, but
Yeah, well, them are the ones who get the pay or don't get the pay. So if them tell us not to
Did you read about that one fireman that protests the same kind of thing? But he was the only one that did it last week.
Who?
Nobody, a fireman.
Oh, yes, I saw the fireman about the place.
Yeah, he was the only one. Nobody showed up to support him.
Did he lose his job?
Yeah, I think they fired him or suspended him.
This is the thing that is going on. I guess I don't know if the firemen have union,
Oh,
because if they had a union, one man wouldn't show up, because the
yeah.
union would have seen to it that everybody shows up. But
Yeah.
they shouldn't fire him, because he's executing his right. He has a right, and I'm sure that he's gonna take them to court, because he's not supposed to lose his job.
Mm.
You
But I
know?
suppose he
Are
probably
they allowed to protest, like take these industrial actions in Jamaica?
Of
Are they
course.
allowed to do this?
Of course. That's why the unions are there. That's why the JTA and the NAJ are there. That's why the police federation is there.
Okay.
You know?
I thought they were weekend, because I remember when the doctors wanted to protest the healthcare workers, they had to say it was like they were taking a sick day.
I don't think that
there's some essential services that
can't. Yeah.
that are not allowed really to strike.
Right.
They can
Doctors are not allowed to
or
strike.
something like that. They have to find other ways to
Yeah.
express their dissatisfaction or to show their displeasure.
Right.
There's another piece of news that is disturbing at best. And we all have had our speculations about this industry, but
before you go there though,
yeah,
I wanna go into the firemen who didn't show up, because there's a reason they didn't show up. Right? They didn't show up. And we can speculate here.
Yeah.
Could be because them fear that they are going to be persecuted by government. They fear that they are not going to get any money, any leverage by doing it, or they fear like only a few people are going to come out and they're going to end up like that one man. That's why they probably won't come out. Okay, but it's unfortunate that they could not have all come together and do what is right for them, because now what they just did, they put themselves in a weaker position, right? So nobody's gonna listen to them anymore, because they did not make the right choice. Nobody decided to go out and do what the one man did, right? And so they can't go back to the government and say, oh, we want. They can't do that, because they did not do what they're supposed to do. They are okay with what they have. That's what they're saying. We are okay with what we have.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, you're good with life. Like, you're good.
Yeah, 10 more years before they can do anything again.
Yeah.
They can just leave the fire service.
Well, they're better.
But is it a trend you think that's happening? I remember the policemen, not the firemen. The policemen, healthcare workers, now the National Water Commission. I heard that the disaster preparedness sector did a small one in regards to their salaries. So I think this is like coming in a few months, more civil action by these different civil groups, or it's just
problem. Yeah, I think we're gonna see some of it, because we're coming out of pandemic. Governmental claims they don't have no money, and because let me tell you this, we can all talk about giving raises, right? But if the government lost so much money, a 1% raise in any one of those sectors is 1% for the next 5 years above what they have been making before, which means that's an increase on every hour that everybody works. So if there's 50,000 persons in that sector, is every hour on each person $1 is going to go on there, or 1% is going to go on, and so that is going to weaken the government's position in terms of finances. And if all sectors want that, that's a big problem for government. That can shut down government. But it's probably a good thing to do, because government is spending money in a way that is not supposed to be spending money.
exactly
Maybe.
that billions of dollars for that money reprinted.
Yeah, and so yes, maybe it's needed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that with the inflation rate going up, with people facing all kind of added expenses, costing light bill, costing water rate, costing food service, transportation. Every week in Jamaica, our gas price goes up by at least $3 per liter every week. And we've been having that growth over the past number of months, over a number of years. A significant number of people have lost their jobs. So yes, there's going to be protests. There has to be some protest. It's almost like you boil and you can't take no more now. So you're going to see it.
But we never banned in time yet still. But in the 70s, early 70s, when things like this happen, the whole of Jamaica black. Fire, wood, rock, old car, old iron, black the whole of Jamaica back in the days.
But then I suppose no, people probably far more tolerant because they have alternatives.
Yes.
Or they think that they are
They did
creative.
not have any alternatives then. Yes.
But then there were no alternatives, you know.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but
that
there might have been far more unity or
Yeah.
ability to influence and motivate this kind of probably people
Yes.
had a better social concept of themselves.
actually
Yeah.
you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
and I agree, and I think we're a lot of people are far removed from it, because even when I see now people complaining about salary, like food price and everything, you have one set of people saying, forget about that. Look at the world, we're going through it. You have them protesting on the NWC workers. People that say, oh, it's because of PNP. You know what I mean? Like everything either political. We're not looking like nobody can survive. The living conditions are getting bad. It's for everybody. So now people just think, I don't know what wrong going with like people mentality right now. It's like they just don't see it as it is, which is
This
weird.
is no different though, from the 70s. It's gas price that spiked everything in the 70s. So they blamed gas price on the spike of milk and rice and flour, and people just got tired and said, no, we're not take this anymore. And they block road. I mean, it went on for weeks now.
Nobody
For
not do
weeks.
that.
Huh?
Nobody not do that no more.
I don't know that I don't know that is true.
Where one, they're probably scared. Them figure say if them do it is
Police or get beat up.
Yeah.
Police are gonna beat them up, draw them up, fling them in a place, and they will never see them again.
Some comments, every comments.
Should get a raise. Z says an essential service like the fire department should be unionized. VM says it is considered essential services, yes. And then Heslam says the one person being in the one
You can get maybe somebody else hire him.
get the raise. So I'm going to move on to the next piece of news. VM says, I was watching a documentary the other day and did not know that the Jamaican dollar is printed in England. Yes, like most places.
They're spending billions of dollars to print more dollars right now.
You see, and that is where the crunch are the misplaced priorities.
Yeah.
Misplaced priorities. So many nurses are leaving the profession, but in droves, because they want an opportunity to be able to buy a house, to buy a car, to send them to good school.
Oh, let me check.
The teachers are leaving, and you're spending billions. You don't have enough police officers. You can't pay them, and you're paying billions to go print money, to print new money.
Yeah, that's the money. It's just so sad and unfortunate. Because even though when they say like they said we're gonna have the food crisis coming, like they've been preaching like yes it's coming, and then now they're saying oh yeah it's about to come. So what is in place? Now they're trying to figure out what to do. So this will be another burden. And then you see when I hear about the $1 billion, like what?
Yeah, that's really disheartening.
So for the first time this evening, we are actually on. We're streaming live on LinkedIn.
Oh, really? I never even put on my LinkedIn face.
Exactly. You know, I with my allergies.
Here and all of that. What's wrong with you? Anyway, thanks for telling us that. Hey guys, we're on LinkedIn.
I want to say we have some viewers, and I want to say good evening and thank you so much for joining us here on LinkedIn. Thank you. We have just one of those kinds of networking, between three-way networking that we talk about almost anything that is current. We don't hold anything back. We don't hold any. Well, I think we do sometimes, because Diana go on like she can't speak sometimes. But we don't hold any punches. We say it like it is on the show.
Diana live in Jamaica.
But I understand that because she lives in Jamaica, you know. But please tell everyone to join us on LinkedIn. We're also on YouTube, and we are also on Facebook on Jamaicans.com. One Love Jamaica. So please, thank you so much.
What are we on LinkedIn? Where do we find it?
Right, Leo Gilling. It says Leo Gilling Live. Leo Gilling Live. Leo Gilling right there. LinkedIn took a long time to give me the okay to stream, but they finally allowed me to stream a couple of weeks ago, and so we are here on LinkedIn this evening. I'm very, very happy to see that we're streaming live on LinkedIn.
Okay, for all those on LinkedIn, if you don't know, I'm Michelle Fanger.
Oh, for the people who are oh yeah, that's right. There's Michelle Fanger. I better say Attorney Michelle Fanger, Dr. Diana Davis Smith, and poor Leo Gilling. That's all.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, so I posted. Hi guys, thanks for the update. It's good to be covering all the different platforms all at once. So that's fabulous. Lots and lots of comments. So let me catch up. Mish, you going to catch up?
I'm only seeing Michelle. Okay, Erica said, "Good evening, everyone. I hope that you and your family are doing well." Yes. Michelle Golding, first time I'm seeing that name. People still block road, but the police brutality.
Michelle, I'm loving that comment. You back me up. Yeah, I understand. Michelle Golding or Golding?
Golding, as in Bruce Golding.
Oh, okay.
Michelle said, "No proper planning, only reactionary government." Michelle said, "Good evening." VM said, "It's hard to baby food in the States. What is happening in Jamaica?" I think it's hard to get. Yeah, they have a shortage here.
Well, none of us here can answer that, Hislop. We don't know baby. And if we have issues with baby food, there's always pumpkin and chocho.
Mix, hey, listen, you know what you do? Get the pumpkin, and you can do it 2 ways, you know. You can season it up and boil it, and then put it in your blender and mash it out. All right? Or you can do this. You can, all right. And or you can do the same thing with sugar and milk, and it tastes good with some we call it again.
Give baby sugar.
Yeah, why are you giving?
What do you mean? What do you mean by it? No, give baby sugar.
Sugar.
Mix it up with little baby sugar and little baby sugar. What the hell am I talking about? Little sugar and milk and put some nutmeg and some things in it. It tastes good. And you can put all ice cream in it. Bad.
The baby.
No, don't listen to no.
Don't listen to Leo. But for those babies, when you can try the cow milk.
My baby, I talk about.
All right, Leo baby. Leo have young baby.
My baby. My honey.
Michelle said, "Water Commission workers should not sabotage us. We understand their plight."
Yeah, but they have to take action. It's not sabotage them, sabotaging us deliberately. They have to take action, and this is the consequence of it. You and I are inconvenienced. You just turn on your tank. They have a little black tank. May I have one?
You have a black tank?
Listen, I don't mind them striking at all. I mean, the civil servants in Jamaica have sat and taken a lot of things over the years. When they get a raise, it's a really minimal raise, and everybody get the same 2% or 3% or 4% raise. And I'm supporting them to make noise to get. They say the squeaky wheel get the grease. That they say the squeaky wheel get the grease. So I don't mind them doing it.
Go on, Leo.
Karen said, "Jamaica, living in Florida." Karen said, "Listen with great concern." Aww. Michelle said, "Lots of land that need to plant food, make lease and sale."
I can buy.
Because we foresaw this happening from COVID, food shortage coming. So they should have, have that already going. But the only thing is with water commission, water always gone.
No, this shouldn't be new to Diana.
Exactly.
I have to tell you, I don't have an issue with water.
Yeah, well,
Really?
with me, where me grew up, when we grew up, water only coming at the pipe 2 o'clock in the morning, from 2 to 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? For 2
I will
hours.
never forget none.
I'm telling you.
So that-
When I was in Jamaica at the hotel, water went away for one entire day.
we haven't got a stand, we haven't got a standpipe.
Come and live in Kingston.
Diana, you know name standpipe?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
and
start
was some
one.
the pipe out at the community and everybody stop there and chat.
Have you ever gone there? Yeah, Diana, have you gone there to pick up water
Yes.
with zinc pan?
No.
Why you can't go? Where you can't
Go
go?
there. I just go there.
Go listen to people in chat, right?
Me follow my cousin them I get the water and me follow them.
But you know, one of the worst thing for me is to go there and go see a donkey man, right? Because them have 2 amper, and in the amper, them have 2 big drum, right? On the donkey.
No, I don't know.
I know, I don't feel know. Okay, we have to tell up there with.
Then you just have time for play.
VM said when they strike, our bills are cheaper.
No.
No.
Because
All of
when they were
us
striking,
making it.
because while they were striking, they put out a notice saying people should get their bill up to date because they're sending bills to collection. While they were striking, that was funny.
Woo! So you get it in everywhere. No matter which way they go, they will get it anywhere, right?
Yeah. Michelle said not everyone have tank. I agree that they must strike, find another method. Well, everybody have tank, but they can't find one of the barrel them. You know the blue barrels?
Yes.
And full up or some pot and pan.
Every house should have a water store, have some amount of water.
Yeah.
store.
Well, let me tell you this. Again, I am going to go back to the gorge. Okay, I am going back to the gorge. We have
Gorge.
billions of gallons of gorge of water. Oh, me say, foolish metal, you know. Billions of gallons of water rolling down the Rio Coba every day. Rolling down the Rio Coba every day. Rolling to the ocean. Wasting. And all we have to do is to stop it and make a big dam. Same as the one up
Whole of Jamaica.
and they can feed the. You won't have to worry about water or NWC. Never worry about NWC. You have water galore. Yeah?
Erica said Erica Hall Maxwell said, in my childhood, I lived in Portland near Buff Bay, and the pipe would only have early morning water, or you go to the spring.
Yay! There goes my girl. There goes my girl. She understand the role. They understand the thing.
Yeah, but surprisingly, Dr. Diana, in your area, Clarendon, like I saw where they just got water pipe pumping last year, and some people from Jamaica have independence and have no amount of water in a pipe.
Well, I must agree with you that there are some portions of all parishes that have no water or have no piped water. So you have a lot of people still depending on rainfall or them trucks and that sort of thing. But fortunately for me, I didn't have that growing up. During my childhood, those experiences would be when I was.
So Diana, you had water in your pipe all the time.
I had water. We had, and if it was that the water was not on and it wasn't for a long period, I grew up in Maypen.
We shouldn't be talking to you.
Oh,
We
you
shouldn't be
mean
having this kind of conversation with you because you have no clue at all about.
I don't have to experience
I'm
it
not
to
from
understand.
upscale.
I don't have to experience slavery to understand. I
No. But we and I can't have a conversation because see Miss Hall and Mrs. Hall, that's her name. Mrs. Hall understand the ropes.
Yes, but I'm sure that VM Heslop and Michelle Golden and all of them understand it, but they never had to go to standpipe. So
Of course.
But I'm from upscale. I'm from
and Michelle
upscale.
is from upscale, uptown.
And I'm next to the Martha Bray River. And I'm telling you, ever so often, we don't have no water at all. We have to go look water.
Well, me can't water till the hair stand up straight in my head.
Well, you
Plus
can't
grip.
get water till
Plus
you're
grip.
So
Okay, every morning, me have a can of water. Because I had to pick up a pan for mama first, right? I have to do that within the 2 hours, you know. I have to pick up one for mama and one for myself.
Well, Leo, you have our deepest sympathy.
Yeah, please. I really appreciate it.
Yes, I can't do nothing more about it. Gosh.
Oh my God.
But let me tell you, put fun aside a joke. Put joke aside. This is some serious thing I'm going to read here. Listen carefully. Extract from the Gleaner, today's Gleaner. 3 more skulls, SKULLS, discovered at old building in St. Thomas. Workers employed to the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation have discovered at least 3 more skulls and other skeletal remains at the old Loyal James Lodge building today. This brings to 7 the number of skulls found so far. Want me read no more?
No, but I always hear that about the lodge, right? Like we had one in Falmouth. Like they always say they have skulls or dead body or whatever. So you can't go near there, you can't walk past there. So I'm wondering when I heard about it, it is actually true. Because they were in coffin. One was in a coffin, right?
Yes, the demolition exercise started on Sunday, but quickly halted after the first 3 sets of human remains were found in the building. Following a police probe, the demolition was cleared to resume Monday, but the discovery of another box bearing a skull and a few bones triggered a second halt. No, this is serious. What happens when?
Well, can anybody tell us, anybody out there, because I don't know, can anybody tell us a little bit about the lodge and their practices? So that we can get an understanding what this lodge hall is doing with skulls, and you know, were they having some rituals going on that we don't know about? Were there people who were missing from the community, or were they having blood drives, you know, that kind of thing, to, you know, or were there what do they call it, Dracula again? Was there some kind of vampire presence there or something like that? Can you tell us?
Maybe there was a mass murderer in St. Thomas.
Yes, were they murdering people and taking them?
I mean, who's a part of the lodge?
No, maybe the lodge leave and then him take over the lodge.
Well, they said that the 3 lodge used to operate there according to the news report, and 2 of them shut down a long time, and the 3rd one about 7 years ago. But I want to find out, what is the process when something as gross as this is discovered? When you discover a skull on a site, you just continue to do
Scientists, they're not supposed to touch it. Scientists supposed to come and do them little thing and them this thing.
And just gone see we are
yeah, I mean,
something wrong with that. Something very wrong.
Some comments coming in. VM said, "Lucky you, VM, never had those experiences." Lawton said, "Right now we have parts of Manchester that still does not have running water. I think it's unacceptable." Dee said, "Sometimes it's not because there's no water, depending on where you are. The pressure was not high enough to go over some hills."
That's what they tell us all the time, but I lie. I cut out the water. I lie them I tell about the pressure. The pump then good. No make them body fool you. The pump then good. I turn out the water. They call it rationing. Okay? So that the other communities, the rich communities, them can get water. Alright?
Like Dr. Diana community.
Yeah, like the rich community, like Dr. Diana community. Yeah, that's them turn out the pipe, then turn out the pump in one place and turn it on the other one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, terrible.
In Clarina, we had water. My neighbor didn't due to the hill incline. Lorna said, "Leo, I don't think they're allowed to talk about it." Yeah, the lodge don't talk about their practices.
Oh, I see. So we can't find out whether who get murdered and thing. We can't find that out, right? Because we can do, you know, they can do DNA samples and find out who it is, even in America. But we bought a $40 million thing to do, to do, what you call it, pandemic COVID test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
it still take 3 months for them to get some results.
Oh, they get some results of it? Oh, is that right?
So them say.
My shower got good.
I'm so
Finally,
Got good.
finally.
Are you sure they didn't send it out and come back and say, "Oh, we got it from this one"? And I'm just
No,
kidding.
hear me say, I saw them say.
All right, all right, all
Yeah,
right.
try ask me.
For the persons who are listening on LinkedIn, we don't take telephone calls. We ask you to make a comment on on the chat, and we will read it for you. Just make sure it's something that about Diana.
Ready for airplay.
Something
But it's
like
just strange, how so many people dead skulls. I wonder if a graveyard they go get it. But did they do an investigation? Are they doing
But
one?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. They start to knock down this building Sunday, and then discover 3 skull, and a coffin with body or something in there, and then them resume it today or yesterday.
And at St. Thomas, right?
it could be.
Investigation.
It could be.
We
It could.
don't have the capacity to.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We just move on. We just,
I want to just tear down the building.
we just move on. We just move on because we needed to build up something. We needed to build up some other.
Yes, but that is human body. It's not goat head or fowl head.
Yeah, but maybe they must say
I think maybe what happened right is that there may be some rituals going on where they have to use dead body and they bring it in there.
No, but at this point, whatever it is not legal because look at Mr. Smith the other day.
They must be bringing live people to jail.
Who's Mr. Smith?
Kevin Smith. The guy was stabbed.
Oh God! I mean, yeah, Jesus. I mean,
the man Donna St.
James.
he probably 10 years down the line. That's what when them not down his building, they would probably find it. Then we have an investigation. I expect them to corner off the thing, halt the thing, and have a proper.
It's supposed to be halted for a long, long time.
But investors have their money invested. Why would we delay it?
You just ignore the people that
they're saying they're dead already. Nobody's asking for anybody. Okay, let's move on. So
wow,
such a
so many missing.
Because remember a few years ago, this graveyard, what was it, malaria or whatever, that a lot of people died, and then people were saying that they shouldn't clear the land to build this big pharmacy. I forgot what the name of the pharmacy.
It's cholera.
Yeah, cholera. Like a lot of bodies. And like people were like saying, don't do it, and they still clear it and build a big building.
Clear and dig up here and have all kind of sitting bill over there. But let me tell you, man, now let me go over there.
Well, then I depend on you. They might depend on the next generation, 10 years from now, and they will get
not in my opinion, them and nobody in the school
now. You forgot about it.
BM said they have found skulls and bones here in Canada. There was Aboriginal children that were killed by Catholic, Baptist, and other churches. Yeah, I heard about it. That was so sad. Like they took them from their family and just.
But speaking of Aborigines, who won that election yesterday in Moortown?
The guy for 30 years won.
He won?
The old man.
Yeah. Well, it's so hard for an 18-year-old to go up against a 30-year-old experience.
But it's commendable though.
It's really commendable. I love that. I love it. You know, saying Black Butchu and then Black Curry, right? From going in there.
You mean block them from Facebook?
No, they were trying to go in there probably to go support the young girl. And then
the military was there. The military.
Yeah, the military was there, and then Black Butcher from.
I thought they don't get involved with them.
But
well, there were people from the community out there with the authorities, and they blocked them.
Well, I think after 30 years, my God, step down, move on, allow somebody else. Not necessarily the 18-year-old, but let's move on.
So did they figure that Curry and Buju were carrying things that would cause great harm?
Their presence may cause people to vote.
The vote?
Yes.
Yeah, but there's
no respond to presence no more. You have to be presence.
Well, it's unfortunate. I would have wanted to see her win somehow.
Yeah, she's so smart, right?
Well, give her another couple of years whenever.
I have no clue if she's smart or not. I
heard her talk.
I just figured that I wanted to see the fresh face.
Yeah.
And so but I understand the reason he won, but I would have loved to see what she could have done. Sometimes it's good for change.
Yeah, good for change. That's what I said. But I'm thinking to myself, based on how he's coming forward and he's talking and I'm talking about expelling people, I just feel like he might try to get rid of her. Cause that's what he kept saying.
So
Like
they expel people out of the
out of the maroon, yeah, the community
I,
because
I
they're
think that
causing.
he was the one who blocked Curry from coming when the prime minister went up there, right?
Was he the
That
same one?
I think that was the same community that the prime minister went and sat down with, and I
oh,
think
and they never invite Curry.
I never
Yeah.
invite Curry, and I think that's why Curry was headed there because Curry probably want him out. And there's a lot of politics to things, you know. So, you know,
Yeah, but
Hey, that is how it is. COVID is not over. We often talk about COVID and what is happening or not happening, whether or not people must wear masks or whether or not they must ease up the, I don't know, a story that is in today's paper. COVID-19 forces St. Hugh's High School to revert to online classes.
who?
St.
Which
Hugh's
school?
High School in St. Andrew will revert to online classes for the rest of this week after some students reportedly tested positive for COVID-19. It was not clear, however, how many students were affected. In a letter to parents Tuesday, which is today, the school's principal said, it has come, and I quote, "It has come to my attention that among the school community, a number of individuals have reported to be COVID-19 positive. Please ensure that you seek medical attention if your daughter's stroke ward is experiencing flu-like symptoms."
hold on. So how she can tell for certain?
She can't be certain how many tested positive because
It has come to my attention that there. What kind of attention? That should have been something that she knows right off the bat.
yeah, well, she probably know, but they not tell me. How about that?
Or maybe not everybody got tested.
I don't. Anyway, I'm not even gonna comment on that. That's not even worth my time because if there's nothing concrete, there's nothing to talk about.
Oh, you mean what is concrete for me is that a high school has closed its doors to face and is instead going back online in a society where we have said people coming to the country don't have to test to come. We have said that people don't have to observe no protocol. Them no have to wear no mask. Then I have to do nothing. It is concerning for me. Here is a
But I was looking at it as looking at it from her decision, and her decision seemed off the wall because to me, as a principal, you're supposed to know the numbers so that you can
but
say
you probably don't want to
15.
recite a number or to
Why
the
not?
paper.
It's the reality.
Oh, we get
Number
what
to the
you said,
paper.
Leo. Like
Yeah.
if a 15 children test
Absolutely.
positive, you should know the
Yeah.
entire amount. Just say
Yeah.
15
Tell 15.
students
Yeah, you're
tested
supposed to know that
positive.
kind of stuff. That's where I'm coming from.
So we don't know if she said that and the newspaper don't write it. She might have said, I'm not sure how many,
Hold on
but
there.
it must have.
Are you second guessing the newspaper, Diana?
I wouldn't guess the newspaper, much more to second them. I wouldn't guess them. I wouldn't guess them. After I see an article in the newspaper and within less than 2 hours, the article cannot be found. And
Oh Lord, I'm very
But the
good.
COVID numbers are rising.
yes,
Yesterday it was like 229, right? So the numbers are
and the
going up.
positivity rate is not just at the number, but the positivity rate is going up as well.
It's at 20 now, right? Somewhere there, right?
Yeah.
So there was
Well, the thing about it is, yes, Diana, I see where you're going with the fact that we have released. I mean, there's nothing that we can do because the law is freedom, right?
right.
So the only thing that the law can come back and say later on, if things get out of hand, is close again.
It's not gonna happen.
Close again.
It's
That's
not
not gonna happen again. So so that's why I'm saying, it's probably not a conversation at all.
Yeah, it makes sense. People just have to do what they have to do.
No,
Because
but I think it is a conversation because it builds an awareness. So people who probably sitting there and figure and say, oh, it's business as usual, need to see that places have to close because it's spreading again.
no, but the awareness is go get the vaccine. They're preaching it, they're still doing it. They know that
Yeah.
it's there. The borders are open.
Jamaica have more vaccine?
No, people are still taking vaccine. They still have these vaccine tools that people need to go take it. They still have the drives. Nobody's going.
No. What I'm saying is the vaccine's supposed to expire, right? In a few days, right?
Yeah,
So
then maybe
does
that should
Jamaica
be
have
ready.
more vaccine? Are they still getting more vaccine in the country? Because
Well, I
I mean,
think so because I saw they're posting like vaccination sites. So
Yeah, they're still saying that they have good vaccinations.
yeah.
oh, yeah.
But people have to take responsibility, and protect themselves. Not because the law said don't wear mask, you're not gonna wear your mask. Like literally, I'm the only one wearing mask in Florida. I can't tell when last I see somebody wearing a mask where I am in Jacksonville. Nobody. But I still wear my mask. They look at me crazy, but yeah,
Don't make it
people have
stop.
to do what they
I
have to
think this
do.
is going to be a crude and timely reminder for everybody everywhere, teachers especially, that are really exposed. People need to know. Not business as usual.
Well, I know that there's a lot of exposure right now, and if the thing that I can say about this is if she's willing to close the school, which other school is gonna close? Because it can't be just St. Hugh's. It can be other schools out there that's having that kind of thing, and then probably won't even want to close the school because I can't believe it's just St. Hugh's alone that has this kind of problem. But I think that we deserve to know exactly what the numbers are.
You're quite right, Leo, that we deserve, and that's the operative word, we deserve. Whoever know, but we deserve to know. So COVID is still a thing. Michelle always tell everybody. Michelle, tell them.
Yes, COVID is still a thing. Go get your vaccine if you're inclined. Wear your mask, social distance, right, people? Take care of yourself. Nobody else.
COVID that kill people still anyway. I mean.
Yeah, man, the numbers are rising around the world.
No matter about death. No matter about catch COVID.
No, death.
People are
The
dead
numbers
from
are rising around the world.
From Omicron too?
No, some other man.
Which one?
Some other one?
I stopped keeping up. I stopped.
Talking about a fifth wave now, Leo.
Because remember China locked down again, So
COVID upon the rise.
Patricia said she's absolutely right. Sometimes newspaper don't write everything or say everything. Patricia said, good evening, everyone. Erica said it's alarming that people are acting like COVID-19 is over. 2 people I know tested positive this week. I guess they won't care until people start dying off. Jesse said, good evening, everyone. Hi, Michelle. I'm in Miami. I still wear my mask. Yeah, because last week my assistant got COVID. Was it last week or the week before? But what was so funny is nobody around her got it. So they got the vaccine.
It's a good thing we are virtual with you because you see us sniffling at things tonight and
I don't have no COVID.
Like flu-like symptoms.
Yes, yeah.
I'll come off a Zoom.
Yeah.
But what was so good, because I work close with her. She was at home with her parents, but they had the vaccine. So and her siblings. They didn't get it, only she. So I think she got it when she said she did her nails. She got it, but she didn't do the vaccine. She scared of needles. But now she's gonna do it, get the vaccine because of what she went through.
Diana, how long ago did the government announce that everything is free for all? Was it a month ago?
When the man from Rwanda was here.
That's a month ago. Because I was there. Yeah.
No, it's when the man from Rwanda was there.
Rwanda, yeah, just when he was there. So I was there. And okay, so
yes.
Give it another couple of months then and let's see where we are, right?
Then I reverse not a thing. Especially when we know you say they have new flights coming in from
Miami to Kingston.
Yeah, that one. And then the other one from the east.
Frontier
directly.
Frontier flight. And then you can't forget say Rockabessa get a flight November.
Exactly. Too many things happening. JetBlue just increased the amount of flights.
Exactly.
JetBlue always increase them flight. They're always late.
No protect yourself. No man, the Middle East, Emirates, that's the airline. Okay. Yeah, now you can buy a ticket now to fly into Jamaica. So
Emirates flying into Jamaica?
Yeah, they're coming now. Yeah.
Are they partner with somebody?
No, they are. Just announced today. They go stop in a
That's a good thing because I worry about rich people over there, so then you bring the money come together.
exactly.
And here they okay, then sickness come too.
Yeah. So
It's,
protect on yourself.
it's a Sahara sickness, right?
Yeah, protect on
What else is
yourself.
going on? What else is going on, Dana?
Well, the whole pan news, now 3 pieces of news we must read. I may read all of them for you. What more you want here?
You can't read all of them one time. You just read one at a time. Just read one
All
at a
right.
time.
Well, another sad and pathetic thing is students sexually assaulted on UWI campus. Institution to expedite installation of additional cameras and panic alarms. Think they would have
You know, there's also I'm also told that a male student was sexually assaulted by a male teacher in Ocho Rios.
Yeah, they charged him today.
Trelawney.
No, I'm not saying it can't happen anywhere.
Close, next door. I think the teacher come from Trelawney still. I think the teacher come from
Never
Trelawney.
know.
Yeah.
It can happen anywhere.
But the thing is now we're laughing about this, but it's not. It's a very serious thing.
It's
That you know that the students are not safe among their teachers. I just wrote an article the other day, saying, parents leave their children in the hands of teachers for 8 hours, and they feel safe. They should feel safe. And so, yeah, and that is absolutely wrong, and him should go to jail for a long time. No get no chance to come back and come.
And I like that. I really like that because usually you hear the ones that molest the girls, but you never hear about the ones that molest the boys. And even females too are molesting the boys, so they need to go after them too.
Where you get that statistic from?
They have always come out with it. Like they are sleeping, especially with the athlete boys that look young, look old. They are being molested too. So they need to make. But it's sad what happened to that girl. But UWI always say they improve in security because I've always heard about rape cases in UWI. And they always say they're improving, doing patrols and all that stuff.
No, you always hear. I don't think you always hear that.
Well, Michelle is quite right that you always hear because the news article continues to say, additionally, given our intent
exactly
to introduce more technology.
Intent. It's always intent. We intend to. That's a popular phrase in Jamaica. In Jamaican crime fighting, in Jamaican school system, in Jamaican healthcare, everywhere. We intend to. And it sounds good too, you know. It sounds good like it is really happening, you know.
So sad.
So given their intent, they are busy doing that no intention.
But it's unfortunate to hear that our children are not safe with teachers. Teachers are supposed to prepare a place where students for the next 8 hours feel safe with them. And
well, you know, Leo, it works two ways. Let us not ignore that there are some teachers who are intimidated, harassed, and abused by children, regardless of age. I hear at primary school students are being abusive. That's harassment.
Yeah, but the thing with me, when these things happen, when people talk about like what the guy did, I would bring up like, oh yeah, the children are doing it and abusing. Yeah, we understand children do those things. But the teacher is the adult. I'm not saying it's okay for the children to abuse them. But in this situation, we're talking about the sexual abuse of the children by the teachers. So we can minimize.
But she brings up a good point, though.
The
point that she's making is that there are abusive children out there. We're not saying that this child was an abusive child. She's saying that there is a lot of situations where children are abusive to teachers, and we have to make that a point of our discussion. Also,
but the thing is that we can make it a point of discussion. But I'm saying every time stuff happen, to me, it's minimizing of actually what happened, what that teacher did. When we bring up yes, it's happened, but yet other
Mama,
children, like in this
Yes,
moment, like
but Michelle,
focus on
it's only
what these
logical.
teachers are
It's
doing.
not
only
minimize that at
logical that
all.
we're attempting to balance the conversation.
No,
Because yes, the issue that has come to the paper is the abuse by the teacher of this minor whom they were charged to take care of, that breach of confidence. But I'm saying that as an educator, we also have to be mindful that it works both ways. Some students are really abusive, and it would surprise you to hear how some young children are abusive to young children. I'm not talking at high school. Young children are abusive to teachers, disrespectful.
Come
And
on, pull knife on them, pull knife on them,
must not
slap
be
them,
tolerated.
and the parents them come. But we're not in no way minimizing what happened to this kid. Because I already said to you that this guy needs to go to prison for a long time. You're not supposed to see light again, right?
Yeah, that is true.
That you don't breach trust
I do
like that.
not agree that he not to see the light of day, because there must be a deeper issue that needs to be addressed. So I don't agree with you that he not. Yes, he must serve the time. Whatever is the penalty, he must deal with the consequences of his action. But to take a position that he not.
Well, he shouldn't go in that classroom ever again.
Right.
Well, we can agree on that, but not to see the light of day.
Well, sometimes it's the way we express ourselves as Jamaican. It's an excessive. But I'm sure that the court has its rules about
1 year
that crime that fits the crime and the offense. So the crime and the time. But I'm just saying that. But yeah, it is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But there are so many things that's happening in school. The other day, there was a rush of students cutting up each other. I mean, stabbing. There are videos going around with students stabbing each other. And what happens to the ones who make the stabbing? And what happens to the one who get hurt? So something something is going on that's causing this. And what is it?
It's a whole psychological thing of coming out of a pandemic, the loss of learning. There are lots of emotions that the teacher has to balance, the student has to balance, and the parents have to balance. That the truth is, Leo, there needs to be a collective. The ministry need to recognize, one, that there's this loss of learning, but it evidences itself with other actions. So some children might just be frustrated because they can't catch up with their others. There'll be some that are frustrated because they have issues at home, and some are frustrated because the teacher themselves are frustrated and taking it out on them. Until we have a broader understanding or an intent to address all these issues with all three stakeholders: the student, the teachers, and the parent.
Hold on. And the ministry, and the ministry.
By the ministry.
Okay.
The ministry attempts to address all three of them, we shall never have any equity.
You know what I was very happy with? I was talking to a colleague of mine yesterday, and there was a conflict between two people. And I think this is where you're going, Diana. Right? There was a conflict between two teachers, right? And the school saw each teacher separately, and then they made a plan to bring them into a meeting with all the people involved. Yes, and so I know we are going with this restorative practice, right? Because every school need to be taught restorative because we forget, because we've been through the pandemic. Remember, that the only thing that was normal during pandemic is that parents are home with the children, right, and the grandchildren, and everybody and all they did, because they never have anything to do, is just war. No, not all they did, but a lot of war take place there. So, and sometimes parents allow the war to take place. Sometimes parents don't know how to deal with it, and them a take that guy school tomorrow. And so when them go to school, if we don't have something to bring them all together and remind them that, war no work, but if we kind of get together and talk about these things, it will.
Right. It's about repairing harm, restorative practices. It's about repairing harm and restoring relationships. But in it, you have to remember that the teacher themselves have been parents.
Yes.
So the teacher who you see standing in the class,
them a parent themselves.
a parent who has experienced all the issues
Absolutely.
too, and is equally frustrated times
Right.
two, because
Yes.
she have to deal with, or he has had to deal with their own personal issues plus phone baggage.
Yeah, and then bring it in. Then bring it from home and come right at school with it.
They can't
No, nothing to practice. Nobody to kind of soften the blow and everything. So
Exactly.
now it's time for teachers to get together and talk about it. And
Parents
teachers and students to get together. And
They still have
parents,
PTA
teacher and
meetings.
students get together.
outside of a PTA.
They still have PTA meetings.
Yes, they still have
Come on.
PTA groups,
But
but
them just trying to make money right now because they need money to operate.
everybody needs money.
Everybody need money. But yeah, it's a good.
Everybody need more money.
Let's take some. Yeah, oh Lord have mercy. Let's not go there. Please take some comments, please.
I wonder if my thing now after the last one I see is Jess is saying, "Good evening, everyone. Hi, Michelle. I'm in Miami. I still wear my mask."
Well, Erica Hall, I don't know if you read it. It's alarming that people are acting like COVID is over. 2 people, okay.
Yeah,
I guess they won't until people start dying. That's the last 2 remarks I saw.
Yeah.
I'm seeing as well.
But there are a lot of comments on
Let me go for YouTube.
on YouTube. That's unfair
On
to these
YouTube?
people. Yeah,
Sorry,
that's so
sorry,
unfair.
people.
Ignoring YouTube.
Sorry, people.
That's so unfair.
My
Oh,
God.
Leo, you have YouTube up where you can't read it. Okay, Sharon, I apologize. Nicole said, "Good evening, my lovely host, Leo Reynolds, Fall Promising Groove, it nice." Sharon said, "Hi, Nikki, I love the sound of the rain." Beverly said, "Good evening, team." Sharon said, "Hi, Beverly." Beverly Frey said, "Hi, Sharon, how are you?"
Hold on, are we not supposed to talk to? Are we not supposed to talk to? But Sharon and Beverly talk to one another. Are we not supposed to?
Beverly said, "LOL, so true. My granny used to use the hairpin and the fall feather." Beverly said, "Glad you're well, Sharon. Nice to see you here." Beverly said, "But healthcare professionals can do a sick out instead of an outright strike." Beverly said, "Yes, Leo, I remember those strikes in the 70s after oil embargo that resulted in gas and other prices all over."
Oh my gosh.
Beverly said, "While growing up, taste water was always a scarce commodity in my district of Duanville." Is it Duanville, Trelawney?
A Trelawney that, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, bush.
It is bush. We have to.
Hold on. No, listen to Bush I call Bush. This Bush I call people Bush. I can't believe this.
Beverly said, "Oh my God, DDS." Beverly said, "Sharon, are you still here?" Beverly said, "The lodge is a secret society." Beverly said, "I agree with you, DDS. Life is so meaningless now." "I'm back, Beverly. That's the point, DDS. Glad you're back, Sharon." DDS said, "Michelle and Leo's reaction to the St. Hughes COVID news is a general sentiment and attitude." Not true. Sharon said, "The numbers must be high for her to close in-person class." I guess that's what Leo when they allude to something all right?
Yes.
Beverly said, "Exactly, Sharon." Beverly said, "I'll still wear my mask and I'm in Miami."
Yes.
Beverly said, "Emirates is quite a lovely airline and probably the most diverse." Sharon is laughing. "You're wrong for that, DDS. DDS is Dr. Diana." Sharon said, "LOL, you're wrong for that, DDS." Beverly said, "Yes, Sharon, that was quite on DDS." Beverly said, "Sharon, you chop liver tonight." Sorry, Beverly. I am. Sharon said, "Yes, we are. Nothing new." Beverly said, "Beautiful bush in Duanville. I need to check it more often." Sorry, guys.
We have to go to Duanville. And I have a comment, a love note from on LinkedIn, where Krista Campbell is watching, and I want to congratulate her because she just completed her nursing school. In Miami. She is at Memorial Healthcare, so she works with the
Florida
Florida
hospital.
That's in Florida here.
Yes, in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's in Miramar.
Yes,
and Hollywood.
She
Yeah.
went to Barry University though.
Oh, she's at the university one down there. So yeah. Okay, cool. Hi there, Miss Campbell. Congratulations. Oh my God. Crystal, right? Crystal Campbell?
Krista.
Oh, Krista. Oh,
Congrats.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm caught up on YouTube.
Okay, great, great.
Um,
Krista sound like a lot of money though.
Well, she's working on it, I'm sure.
Well, she gonna make enough money
You might
now.
have a divorce you forget more.
Ah, yeah. More money, more money. All right.
Hesop said this has to be an ongoing process. She's talking about the assessment of teachers and students and parents, not just when there's an issue. And ZZ Palmer said COVID is here to stay.
It really
We
is.
have to learn how to live around it.
I truly believe that the Spanish flu caused the depression. No, I know depression that. What was it? What's the deepest one again? The Spanish flu in 1918. Yeah, 1918 to 1921. Right?
Then how that come in now, Leo?
We are having a rough time right now in terms of price crisis. Right? And that will continue because Ukraine are get a beaten from Russia. Russia don't want to sell no oil to America and anybody else, only to their friend. And them only sell it in a them currency. They now sell it in American currency. That a push America. This morning I called a friend of mine in California, right? So one of the worst communities in America back in the 80s and early 90s was a place called Compton. Me live at Compton for a long time. And the house them was like $50,000. The biggest house down there. $50,000, $70,000. Nobody know what to buy. I called my friend this morning and her house is on the market for $475,000. I mean, I'll tell you how much you should buy it for. In a Compton. And that I tell you.
Isn't that the thing that says straight out of Compton?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's selling it.
I tell you, when me live at Compton, I'll be a gunshot all over me. Boom, 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 boom every night. You have to lock down at night time and duck.
But like you that live somewhere in Jamaica, Leo.
Yes, they were worse than Jamaica at that time. Oh my God. So prices, I saw the gas prices this morning. And generally, you will have, let's look at prices normal, $2, $3, right? Generally, you see the unleaded gas for like $2.65 and the Supreme for like $3.30, right? All of them are hit $4.65 and $4.75. One of them want the same place. So it don't make sense. So things are getting worse each day. And this is Florida. We no money no make.
Who said that?
Why say that? Florida have money.
That's what they said down here. But you know, say people have money, wagga. But they say people don't make no money down here. So
Canada living.
poor people, you know. So make me not understand.
Leo is a millionaire, people. He is. Don't let him fool you. He is a millionaire.
Leo has no money. No money.
Why? All right.
Yeah, but the house prices are crazy. And then what I just saw today is like one of the big banks, investment banks, bought up like an entire community.
Whoa.
Oh.
So these investors are buying up these homes. So it go really bad.
And the price go double up.
Yeah, so it got really bad for people who are trying to get.
So my point was, if it continues, remember, the trend was all the way up to 1929. We went into a depression for like 4 or 5
years. From 1908 to 1920 something.
No, from 1929 to 1934.
5 years.
Yes. Okay. And it's after 10 years prior, there was a what do you call it? The pandemic that killed over 50 million people.
By that trajectory, we're looking for at least 10 years of misery
with COVID.
Wow. Was there any era that was not affected by COVID?
You want to move there? Move God Tivoli.
I may have to go take one of them. one of them flight there where Elon Musk have a go up a space.
I got space.
I go stay out there now. Leo, me I look at money.
It's got, just write to me. I'll tell you. I'll send it to you.
Why rough? How people gonna survive? My God.
I forgot send things from foreign, that's all. Me have to tell you.
But it's hard to purchase this stuff now because my grocery bill not under $300.
Well,
And I same stuff me I buy. So
your
it go
grocery
rough.
bill not under $200. Imagine my grocery bill out here.
Anybody want to know my grocery bill? Or
No.
everybody-
Not frying a cook.
Yo, go buy wine.
Wee.
They go kind of hard to buy and they I don't know how much barrel I send back, but me no money I send back to Jamaica.
I send
But
back
it go
barrel?
rough. Who, me?
Anybody want to send me a barrel with grocery?
Well, a mango season now, so you don't need no barrel.
With mango if you don't want.
It's mango and Neesberry season. You don't want nothing. You don't want. You can't hungry.
But you see,
Okay.
it's when me decide to my breakfast is 3 Neesberry. Yeah, what the bad mind people then tell me, oh, you know, it's a lot of sugar, and it's not good for you, and it's not diabetes.
Yeah, too much sugar not good for you. Remember
Exactly.
they said,
Thank you so much, here.
actually enough eat too much sugar. One mango.
Can you imagine Diane gets up in the morning
I have one mango, but
and she have 3 mangoes, right? 3 East Indian mangoes and 3 Neesberry, big Neesberry on our table. I eat, right? Now, the only thing that she did that's unusual is to peel the mango and peel the Neesberry. Me never see nobody peel mango and peel the
mango,
berry.
but I peel the Neesberry.
Oh, yeah, right. So I don't get all of that. I don't get all of that.
Beverly said, yes, Michelle, there are large, I'm on YouTube now. Yes, Michelle, there are large companies buying up all the available properties, hence the rise in prices. 60 Minutes, oh, they did a piece on this a few weeks ago. Sharon said, trade
we
mango.
don't buy up some of the property then. We sit down and a quarrel say, the people that might buy it up. Why we don't put together and say, all right, make us go buy up 10 properties?
I abstain. I abstain.
I want to show it to them.
Sharon said, trade mango.
Look what Sharon said.
She want to trade the mango for barrel.
Look on the mango where she have, right? A mango that she has, you know. And she eats 3 each morning with 3 Neesberry.
I know.
That's what she tell me. And what?
I haven't had a mango all day, and I'm going to have this mango before I go to
Diana told me that she got a bag, a crocus bag of mango, a bag of mango recently, and she is going to just indulge. That's what she said to me, and I saw her eating 3 mangoes and 3 Neesberry.
Oh, yes, sir.
Exactly, my lawyer. Oh, liar.
I know they are Jamaica. How?
Exactly.
Oh, no. She sent it to me.
No,
I'm telling you.
that's not true. I never tell you. I showed Leo one picture with my 3 Neesberry, which is all that I ate, the 3 Neesberries. And now I'm going to eat 1 mango and I show it to everybody. But you must agree, say the mango look good.
It look good, but you gotta ride your stomach. You don't need it. You're not gonna ride the belly tonight.
A good mango like this, Michelle, right? Stomach.
Oh my God! What's Sharon and
Faithfully said, DDS, be careful of diabetes. Be careful.
Yes, I will. Look out fit.
Dana, who else is saying anything on Facebook?
Dr. VM said, Dr. Diana, you should learn to bake. But why I must learn to bake?
So you can bake mango cake and Neesberry cake.
No, but not to bake them where we can't eat them. But that. But I can bake. It depends on what though. I can't make a sweet potato pudding. But I can make a bread pudding and I can
make rock cake.
Yeah, and I can make toto. You know I can make toto.
Oh,
I
really?
love coconut. Toto is so nice.
Oh,
Nice toto. When you come down, come check me.
I'm coming to Jamaica soon. I
make no toto. I'm gonna eat I make coconut them. So
I cannot make it to Jamaica for our trip in July. The tickets are ridiculously crazy.
But we didn't expect you to come.
Fly
We didn't expect you to come, by
Ouch,
the
Leo. Ouch.
Fly Frontier, no?
Frontier not fly from up here, so but I have to fly go down to Miami and go stay.
No.
Too much hassle. But they're like 1,000 something. I was like, what's happening?
Well, I wanted to get a ticket and I'm flying in June to Minnesota. And it was $1,500.
Yeah.
$1,500. So no, we have to find another way. So may have one where take me through Woy and under for how much hours. Just not to pay $100.
It's a little face, you know, like money isn't a thing. So it's like whatever the cost, I'll just purchase my ticket.
Me buy my ticket long time and it ain't cheap, but
Eh?
but cheap.
You plan ahead so you can afford to buy a ticket.
I plan way ahead. I wait until the last minute. So
Oh gosh.
Beverly said I love Toto. Had not had it in years. Yeah, my grandmother used to make it.
Toto is nice. Especially on a little crispy around the edge. Ooh, just nice.
Yeah.
Oui.
I like it. My grandmother used to do it on coal fire.
Flan.
Is
Night
flan
about the
fry-
flan.
Flan flies fritters is not a Toto.
A friend of mine just texted me a while ago. She was listening. She said, because she told me, 2 months ago she was trying to sell her place, right?
Yeah.
And she said, do you realize that my place went up in price 30,000 2 months?
Wow.
And I was telling her to sell. And I was telling her to sell 2 months ago.
No, man. She
But
can
what
hold
did
it
they
2 more
say?
months now. She can send barrel for me.
Oh my gosh.
Jesse
Oh,
says,
man.
that's fine with me. It's natural sugar. I'm so upset my mango tree did not bear this. And
Who
I
said that?
mango. Jesse Smith. Jesse, then where your mango tree is that it
I
not
think she said she's at Miami.
Oh, because let me tell you, mango, they're Jamaica, boy, mango. I like everybody know me like mango, so them carry mango come, and my neighbor love mango, so I just carry the mango, them go.
My point exactly. This is the truth. This is the truth. Come out. The truth come out. The truth come out.
I'm not saying no, I the mangoes, but I carry the mangoes. I give the mangoes to my neighbor. I give away the mangoes because I can't heed to the temptation to eat all those mangoes.
My point. When you hear the truth come out, all of a sudden, you all have to just sit back and listen.
But I didn't eat them, Leo. You're telling untrue that I ate the mangoes.
Oh my God.
Do you only eat the mangoes or do you make like a mango drink or just eat?
Well,
just
what
that?
I do is that there's some mangoes that I slice them and I put them away in my freezer and then I use them to make smoothies throughout the year. So if the mango, I don't like the mango soft and thing, but I'll just put them on, remove the pulp from the seed and freeze that.
I am going, when I come down in July, somebody says, I'm taking you to my home and I'm going to let you eat mangoes with a spoon. See, I must Kingston you come from. I'm not about eat mango with spoon.
Of course you can go with spoon. Bombays. And you have some big fat beefy mangoes that you have to use a spoon to eat them. So when you slice one jar of it, you need a spoon to scoop it out. Is like getting a scoop?
You ever eat Bombay? I never had it before, but I always heard about
Bombay? They're nice. Not
in my region.
Nice.
I think it's in your region, but not mine.
I'm not going to participate in that conversation. You can go on with your
you don't eat the mango with spoon?
Spoon mango. Mango nyam with hand and mouth and lick off hand business. That's how you eat mango. No. You peel it with your mouth, peel it, poop, digging it, poop, digging it until the mango done. You don't know where I talk about spoon.
There's some mango that you put them and get a side of it and use your spoon and scoop it up and eat it. And you can't even eat all of it. You just have to eat a part. But if it's a Bombay, you can eat about 2 Bombays. Just cut it in the middle, twist it a little bit. The seed pop out on one side. Put that in your mouth, twist it around, pull out the seed, and then you have 2 nice mangoes, half a mangoes, and you just use a spoon and scoop them up and eat it. Or you can put ice cream on it and eat it.
I think it's time for us to go for the night now. It's been an hour and 50 minutes. We're way
Way
over
over
the
10
hour.
o'clock.
And I'm definitely not listening to Diana speak tonight. All right, she's so confusing. She don't tell me say she no eat mango, but she get one whole bag of mango, and then she can tell me how to eat mango now. And it just don't make any sense. Okay. All right. Okay, so you want to wrap it up?
Being here. It was good being here as usual. Thanks, guys, for joining and for spending the time with us. Sorry, we went over time. We must be tired. Mish,
Yep.
have a good rest of week. Leo,
Thank
take
you.
care. See you on Saturday morning at 10
10
o'clock.
o'clock, America time.
Yeah,
America
9
time.
o'clock your time.